Away in the crypto world takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your coins sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Right peeps, welcome to Crypto Chat UK again. I've got a bit of a video to do for a lot of people who perhaps panic or who are scared, who perhaps are thinking the market's had too much of a drop, and I think it's mainly aimed at, not entirely just aimed at, but mainly aimed at the people perhaps who've invested on the peaks, invested when it was really high, and then they feel like they've got a loss, or they feel like they've experienced a loss, and perhaps are thinking of pulling out when it's dropped, thinking they're going to stop some of their losses. You know, although I have to say I'm not a financial advisor, and to do your own research as well, take in some of the information that I give you now and in other videos, and go and do some research yourself. This is something I feel passionate about today, and that I've got to get a video out there on, because I'm seeing on social media a lot of people who are saying they're done with cryptos, they've only recently got involved, they perhaps invested in late December, early January, looked all great, it was kind of on the up in a big way, and even hit a really large peak. Although we can see the drops coming, we can't see these huge kind of crashes that occur. But I'll go through that in this video, and I just want to help you to make better decisions and understand the market a little bit better. So I've done a small video. I'm hoping it'll help you a little bit. Give us some feedback on it if you can. I'm gonna start it now anyway, and we'll go through it carefully. Okay, so basically, let's have a look at this. So cryptocurrency, understanding the market and why not to panic or panic sell. So who is this video for? It is for long-term investors as well. It is for new investors. It's also for people who got involved during the peaks and just before the large drops or crashes. Now it's a big part of that. It's very important that people who did get involved in the peaks at the wrong time perhaps do watch this video and understand this. But it's good for everybody. This video is good for everybody. So also, anyone who has lost faith in their investments and the market itself, anybody who is thinking about investing, has already invested, or people who are even totally on the back foot against the cryptocurrency market. Basically, it's for everybody. I mean, everybody could perhaps benefit from this video, and I hope that people can. So, on to the next one. So why do people panic? Now here are some of the reasons why people panic. The volatility of the market, okay? It's an emerging market, so it is very volatile. So that definitely can make you panic a little bit. When you understand the market a bit better, it does help to reduce that panic and nervousness. The huge recent drops. Now, we've had at least one or two big drops. Now, we've had big drops before, don't get me wrong, but we've had some huge recent drops, particularly January, February. This huge drop down to 280 billion. We've had a couple of like 80, 100 billion here and there, and so forth. It does create a little bit of panic, particularly if you don't understand where the market is currently at. Okay? Lack of experience and knowledge. So, lack of experience in the market, lack of knowledge about markets in general, but certainly the cryptocurrency market. As you get a bit more experienced, you do, and you gain quite a bit of knowledge on it, you do start to just allow the drops of volatility to kind of roll off your back, you know. So start to get that knowledge, and you will get it. Okay. Poor timing of investment can create quite a bit of panic as well. So if you invested at high, invested at peaks, and then a drop came just afterwards, it can put you off the whole market and also make you panic sell. Now that's not what you want to do. In my opinion, it's not what you want to do. Obviously there is concern as well. This is another reason for people to panic. Is this concern? It's a potential crypto bubble, like the .com bubble and other market bubbles. Most markets, to a degree, have experienced bubbles. So there's various other reasons, of course, for panic and for people to be concerned in general about the cryptos and whether they're invested or about to invest, or they like to look at the market and stuff like that. Okay. So why shouldn't people panic? Now, there are many reasons. I won't be able to list them all here why you shouldn't panic, but here's some. Okay? The volatility is normal at this time in the market. It is an emerging market, like I've said before, so there normally would be volatility anyway. it's the way the market is anyway. It is a volatile market. This is where the opportunities lie. The opportunities lie in the volatility. So it is important to be able to not only cope with the rises, but cope with the drops as well. Even if it does go below your initial investment, it's something that you'll learn as we go along in this video. It is something to not worry about and to take on board, as well as the exciting rises. The depressing drops and lows are something to obviously ride as well. Okay, the drops are normal in this market. Okay, the large crashes are a relatively normal part of the long-term activity in this market, but they're not as predictable as the regular pullbacks, etc. Now, when we had this huge drop in the beginning of the year, I knew, and I think most people in the crypto world knew, we were well overdue a drop. We did not, definitely not, and nobody could have predicted how far down it would go. It was a big surprise and a big shock, of course. Most people, even the people who'd appeared to lose a lot of money, they were probably still in profit if they got invested last year and the year before, and even late last year. But if you was just later on in the year, particularly late December, early January, if you'd got involved then it perhaps will make your portfolio look poor. Okay, so but you shouldn't be panicking about this. Don't forget, it's an emerging market. It's another reason not to panic. Adoption rates are going up, and they will continue to grow. We are only on a very small percentage of the world getting involved in the cryptocurrency. So the adoption rates are going to go up even more and are going up further. Okay, the market capitalization and potential future value. You'll hear me talk about market capitalization. You might have heard me discuss it in other videos. It's currently at about, you might correct me if I'm wrong, but probably 370 odd billion, 380 billion. We've just had a little bit of a drop now after some raises. That is basically about early December's figures. Okay, so the current market capitalization, total market capitalization, not individual cryptocurrencies, but the total market cap is about 370, 380 billion, which is the same of about 3 months ago. So, you know, it's not too long ago it's at this value. This is basically an ecosystem, okay? And a good point made by a few people recently, in way I've written here, a few people, recently, is that bubbles don't like ecosystems, okay? You can look more into that, do your more research, but bubbles don't like ecosystems. Okay. Now, even if a bubble existed, right, don't forget the dot-com bubble was about 3 trillion in value before it occurred. And that was in around 1999-2000. So a long time ago. Money's worth a lot more now. Plus there were and still are winners from that period. So there's still winners and still big companies that are worth fortunes, still big dot-com industries. Currently the altcoins can be awkward to purchase for many people. So this is a really good point. More and more development with apps and other tools. It's coming along really good. I mean, I can tell you in a few other videos about what's coming along and what is really working well. Now they're going to make it easier for people to get involved in this market. Okay, so very soon in the future, this should create an increase in adoption. Once things become more user friendly and easier to understand and people get exposed to it, the adoption rates should increase. Now, when more people get to understand the fundamentals of the blockchain and the cryptocurrencies, including the use cases, and the value it adds to the world socially, in the case of the bitcoins, of cryptocurrencies, financially and worthwhileness of the technology or product, this will probably cause the rate of adoption to go up at a stupendous rate. I mean, I believe that it will go up at an amazing rate. Okay, so what should you do to put your mind at ease? Okay, well, when you're worried about it, and when you're concerned about it, when you're looking at it, just firstly look at the adoption rates in the emerging market that it is. Do some research on this. Look at the percentage of the adoption rate at the moment and how it's going to be and how its potential is going to grow. When large drops occur, extend your vision to a longer time frame and look at historical figures and percentages. Look at historical drops and how it recovers. Look at the total market cap and its potential future value. The market cap is very important to understand. I've done another video on this. Look at the total market cap and its future potential. That's basically what I'm saying. Look into and at the apps, the websites and other tools that are emerging to help with this new, growing and great market. Look into the worldwide use of this technology and how it already helps in many use cases, including where currencies are currently suffering from serious inflation issues in many countries. There are inflation issues in some countries and the people have switched on and are using cryptocurrencies in a great way. But most of all, do not panic and panic sell at a loss before you at least have taken a second to research more and understand it better. Remember, it's not a small thing this. You are in an emerging market. Okay, some terms and things to think about. Hold or hodl, as they say in the crypto world. Buy on the dips. Now, buying on the dips normally is more so when it comes to a bullish market, because you can buy on a dip when you think it's hitting the bottom or you're a bit further down. It still doesn't matter if you're not actually bought in at the bottom before it rises up. But buying on the dips is very important. It's a very, very strong and solid strategy. Strong hands, that means again holding. Strong hands during the bad times. Don't go panicking and selling. FUD, this is fear, uncertainty and doubt. There's a lot of that spread all over the place. FOMO, which is fear of missing out, means you normally, many things, but it does mean you'll normally buy when it's too high or when it's going up and it's gone too high. So obviously watch out for that. Total market capitalization, where it will more than likely be in the future. These are things for you to think about. And one saying is crypto balls of steel. Having crypto balls of steel. That's something I use. I don't know if I've heard it anywhere else, but I call it crypto balls of steel. Okay, remember, I'm not a financial advisor, and you should do your own research to make sure you're happy with any investment choices you make. Okay, I would, like I always say, if you want to watch me and take some information from me, that's great. If you want to watch some of the other YouTubers as well, get a watch, take the information from these people and myself, go and do some research on the subjects, make yourself more aware and slowly get more knowledge of it. The more knowledge you've got, the more experience you get, the stronger you will be able to control yourself when these changes occur. And panic, you might just be able to just completely, like me, just let it ride out the waves, and you'll see where the market is in 6 months, in a year, in 2 years, and more. Keep an eye on that, okay? What I'm going to say is, I'll just close this page here. I was going to look at some of the market capitalization and stuff like that, but to be honest, I think there's enough in that video. If you've got any problems, if you like the video, let me know. Click the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. That would be great. I could do with all the help I can get. I am a new YouTuber. But also, if you've got any questions about this video or any others, then let me know. If you've got anything you want me to cover, let me know as well. If you've got any subject matter, if you think I've made a mistake anywhere, let me know as well. Also, I'm sorry if I've tripped up in a few places on this video. I hope I've made it clear enough for you, and I hope it does help you in your crypto journey. Give us a shout anytime, and I'll speak to you soon.